Hi, I'm Maisie. Well, you might know me by something else. Well, when I first wake up, it's always in the morning. Nobody's arrived yet, and it's almost like stretching yourself out. I'm getting a little bit lightheaded, but that's just the staff showing up. You see, I'm the siren. I'm the watcher of this place. All of them are a little bit excited and trying to figure out if they'll remember any of the kids that'll show up later. It's not until the first few kids arrive that I can see movement across the lake. I've heard all of them talking about who they think will be in what cabin and who is going to show back up. Some people aren't. But the best part is the part when Tam shows up. My best friend. He has been for a while now. He makes being here among all the new faces seem, I don't know, real? It's hard to remember when he's not around. An anchor. He's an anchor. Pretty good thing to have as a siren, I think. But I really come alive when we do the welcomes, you know? I even taught a few kids the creed. What we're all about here at Camp Warp and Weft. But something's happening. And it's not just counselors allowing contraband or people sneaking out of the cabins for prank wars, no. Something serious is happening. I just know it. As sure as I'm watching something precious leave my friend. My best friend. And I don't know who the fuck is messing with my camp, but they're about to find out you don't do that when I'm awake. Welcome, campers. You're under my protection now.
We are having summer camp weather over here. It is beautiful and sunny and gorgeous and not at all rainy, as I've heard it is in many other places. Let's go around and introduce each other. I'm Jen. I'm your nervous GM. Let me see. I don't actually know the order. So, you know what? Just jump in and introduce yourself. Let's popcorn this. See how that goes.
I'm down to do that. Hey, my name is Noordin Ali, also known as Werewolf. My pronouns are he, him. Today I'm playing Tim Watterson, whose pronouns are also he, him. The creature.
Next.
So I'm Pablo. My character and I are both Ian. I'm playing Angel the Infernal.
I'll go next. Hi, my name is Rachel, but you can call me Ray. I am playing Jade Morgan. Both her and my pronouns are she, her, and she's a little gay witch girl, and I'm very excited. That's all I got.
I'll go after that. I'm a Bunz. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Maisie, whose pronouns are she, it. They're the gargoyle, and they are maybe a little overprotective. We'll see.
I love that. Hi, Guilty. My pronouns and my character pronouns are both she, her. I'm playing Zoe, who is a little snakeling trying to human.
Well put.
Hello, and I am Valdrianth, or Rosie on the internet, and I bring to you Serena, who is a very unapproachable, tall Gorgon gal. So, that's what's up. I'm quiet because I apologize if I am always off camera rubbing my face because I am having a terrible allergy day today.
So much sympathy and solidarity. All the bad allergies. Oh Lord. Okay, well, let's get started. Yesterday. Last session was yesterday in game time. You all arrived to Camp Warp and Weft. Well, 4 of you arrived to Camp Warp and Weft, and 2 of you awoke at Camp Warp and Weft. And it Yes, one of you is Camp Warp and Weft. We're making this meta, y'all. And those of you who have parents, your parents brought you. You had your mostly awkward goodbyes. Several of you had your siblings also begin their camp journey. You met a few of the counselors, and normally at Camp Warp and Weft, there is an ongoing 5-week long, the span of the camp experience, competition between orchestra camp, science camp, sports camp, and theater camp. And crew from the shit shack, the like ugly stepchild, just sort of doesn't do that. Gets left out. So this year, our new assistant director decided we're going to have a unity team. We're going to have a team drawn from many different places in camp. And guess who's all on the unity team? In addition to a few other people, one of whom, super popular orchestra boy who Tam managed to shut down.
Yes.
Yeah, you might have some feels about that. You did flagpole where there were wonderful songs. You reviewed the creed for the camp. You met your incredibly enthusiastic Weaver's Circle leadership role group member as well.
Sarah Emily.
Sarah Emily, thank you. Started with an S and then my name lost it. It's written down and everything. And you went to opening campfire, wherein there was some wonderful singing and a strange moment where there was a voice over the speaker of the camp owner, Edna Orkney. I remember it, Ork with a knee, Edna Orkney. And upon that moment, few of you lost some important memories. One a little bit more than others, Angel. And two of you noticed it happening, locked eyes, and we will close that evening there as you were all ushered back to your cabins and tucked in for the night. Sometimes there are campers who do fun stuff at night. This was not one of those nights. The next morning, Maisie, can you describe where the siren can generally be found?
Generally,
and what the siren looks like when the siren is in gargoyle mode.
So when normally you can find the siren in the main lobby, it's like normally when you walk into a lodge and they have like the big bear that's kind of sitting there right in a bit. Instead of that, what you would see is this almost stingray mermaid kind of siren. Their hair, it looks like it's like flowing, and they're in this like big pose of like they have these like a manta ray kind of like wings that are on the side of them. And their tail is kind of two spines split, and they're like in a very kind of like I'm coming to get you sort of pose, but they look like a figurehead you would find like on a pirate ship a little bit.
Up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the tradition in this camp is for the different camps to steal the siren from the lodge and from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular morning, Maisie, you awake in what you know is the rec room of sports camp. Someone has indeed swiped you from the lodge, not surprisingly.
Oh.
And often it's sports camp who does it first.
I was like, and I know I'm here because I can smell the powder protein from here.
Bit of sweat, bit of foot funk. Yeah. Coming through.
So much red Gatorade
everywhere. There's one orange.
Yeah. To be fair, red is the best of all the Gatorade flavors.
It's true.
I just want to say, yeah, easily the best. And you can hear, usually when you awake is when there's nobody quite in the room, or when everyone's so occupied in other things that they don't notice. You can hear, so there's a couple people playing ping pong and just like very focused on ping pong on that side of the rec room. And you can hear some guys laughing and talking outside the window near the basketball courts.
It's always the moment where, like you said, people are so occupied in their own thing that no one would notice it. But it's also the specific moment when you're hanging out with a group of people and everyone just gels. It's always a good 3-minute moment of just that good silence of everyone like watching someone else play a game in the corner or having a conversation. You're so into it that when someone else joins in, you go, "Oh, hey, didn't see you there." That's when Maisie like wakes up, and and then they're just kind of like land on the couch, and then it's almost like you didn't notice them walk in and then plop down.
They're gonna think you're the person who was sent to distract everyone while another camp stole the siren.
I bet.
I have a favorite
actually.
camp, so sometimes I help them sometimes I help them steal me.
And you can tell in sitting there, the folks playing ping pong are just having a good time. The little gaggle of guys outside, they got trouble in their voices. You also awake with the memory of what you saw in the abyss last night.
Like drum their fingers like on the arm of the chair. But can I try to like overhear what's going on outside?
Absolutely. And I don't really think that there's
Is there a roll?
I'll roll with cold.
Okay.
You're not really acting despite fear, but you are acting despite caution.
Yes. Come here, dice. A 9.
A 9. Okay, so with a 9, your actions will leave you vulnerable, but you can do it anyway. So the way that your actions will leave you vulnerable is people are going to be like, "What are you doing in sports camp? That's not your camp."
Okay.
And you can, and you can tell, like, basically one of the gaggle outside is the king of sports camp, a dude named Percy, who's not particularly friendly. You get on his bad side, he runs with it.
Okay.
So you can choose if you want to continue to act.
Oh, yeah. I know. I know what I'll do if somebody actually like questions why I'm there. I know what to do.
Okay. So you head up to the window, and you can hear they're just kind of whispering like, "Such a snob. I can't believe it. Just thinks she's better than everybody else. I can't. It's just we got to take her down a peg. We're gonna take it. I got a couple of ideas. We're gonna take her down a peg, and you're gonna be part of it, and you're gonna be part of it, and someone on that goddamn Unity team. I'm gonna get them involved in this too." Oh wait, hey, whoa, who is that in the window? Who? Maisie? What are you doing here in our camp?
Oh, didn't you hear?
Yeah,
Dancing
no.
is considered a sport, so I get to kind of run between two. Plus, the Unity team kind of gets to go through so that we could promote Unity. I chose sports team today.
Wait, you Unity team kids get to go anywhere you want?
Not necessarily anywhere we want, but anywhere that, according to our creed, would help us spread Unity.
What are you going to be like, doing pirouettes on the tennis court? That's ridiculous. You don't. I'm sorry, but you don't have the skill.
I have many skills. Actually.
You don't have the skill. Oh, you want to come audition with him? You want to try out? No one auditions for sports. You want to come try out for the tennis team? Really?
I mean, I could, and believe me, pirouettes would come in very handy on my backhand. If it works for NFL players, why wouldn't it work for me?
All right then. You're gonna be in tryouts today. We got basketball tryouts. We got tennis tryouts. You're gonna be here for tryouts.
Okay.
All
but
right.
if I get on a team, you have to help me spread Unity.
I mean, I spread unity all by myself.
But it takes two to tango. That's what dance team's all about.
Macy's playing a totally different game than the rest of this table.
We need you, Maisie. We need you so badly.
One person heard Unity Team and thought, oh, I actually do need to do this. And the rest of us did not.
Uh-huh. It's so amazing. And Serena, who, by the way, I apologize if I call you Selena. We were jamming to a Selena cover band yesterday, and that is like, my wife is obsessed with Selena. So like,
I mean, fair. I think like anyone who grew up in the 90s,
Selena.
like,
it's gonna come out of my mouth at some point. Serena, this is around about the time like you start kind of getting your day together. You have basketball tryouts.
yes.
Was not an
We believe in
athlete.
you. We believe
Yeah.
in you.
Olympic trials, team tryouts. You have basketball tryouts today as well. They usually get done in the morning. You see that Georgina's already out there. Oh, sorry, Gabrielle. Gabrielle is already out there. Gabrielle is Serena's like biggest rival on the court, who talked some smack with you last time.
Yeah.
So she's already out there warming up, and you can see like Percy looking through the window talking to Maisie.
Looks at Gabrielle, looks at Percy and Maisie, looks at Gabrielle, looks at Percy and Maisie, looks down, sighs, walks to like to just right up next to Macy. Hi.
Hey.
Just that little exchange is like, these are the two characters in a nutshell.
You're a raven to my starfire, and I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. And just kind of like, why are you talking to Percy?
Oh, to show him what for. That's what it's called. And also to spread unity.
Why are you talking to anyone? I didn't think you did that.
Hey, I just don't talk to you.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about
Okay,
our
bye.
basketball
Then why are you
star.
here?
Trying to shut him down?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
That hurt me in my soul when you did that with the hand gesture, Rizzy.
Why are you here? Like, okay, so shutting someone down is roll with which one?
Cold.
Cold? Oh, yeah. Plus 2.
You're excited. Oh
Yeah,
no.
12. I
Roll
got a
with
6 and a-
Gorgon.
Yeah, it's a 12.
12. Nice. Okay. You can choose one from below.
Mhm.
They lose a string on you if they have one, which they don't. If they have no strings, you gain one on them.
Mhm.
They gain a condition, or you take one forward.
I would like for them to gain a condition.
All right. What condition shall they gain?
Is there illicit conditions or do we make them up?
You make them up.
Okay.
Just think of like beyond going to like an extreme and like a slur direction. Just think about like
Yeah.
the things people called each other in high school. I think that the
Yeah.
condition that Justin got last time from Tam was selfish.
Yes.
I think the condition that Percy is going to get is see, he was calling her a snob earlier. Unimportant.
Unimportant.
Oof.
Like just like what he has to say does not matter.
Yeah. So here's what kind of happens in that moment, and then what kind of unfolds through the day around that. In the moment, you kind of see the other kids in the little gaggle. Like these are like the people who in previous years were like his hangers on, right?
Mhm.
And you kind of see them kind of looking at him through a different light. And you can almost see the light bulb go off in their head that someone else can be like the king of the roost this year. It doesn't have to be him, right? Yeah. And over the course of the day, you kind of get that like people are more competitive with him on the tennis court than they've ever been. Like, you see that there is like an effort to beat him, whereas before there was always just like, oh yeah, he's gonna win, he's the tennis star, whatever. So that's where that condition starts out. And remember, you can always use the condition against him, unless and until he redeems himself, which doesn't seem likely yet.
Not yet. No. Bye.
So they kind of get involved in their thing, and he kind of, noticing a little bit of this, starts to drift off and be like, huh, whatever I'm practicing to do, I'm gonna go to the court and get my practice.
Yep.
And he does give you a glance, like he knows who shifted the social situation right here. And off he goes to practice, and the gaggle sort of drifts away, and it is the two of you.
Macy, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know what we're supposed to do. Camp Unity, remember? Just look, I have friends at all the camps, and every now and then somebody steals me away, grabs my attention.
Who's your friend here?
Other than you?
Who's your friend? Yes. Okay.
I'm just gonna say I literally know everybody. I'm just gonna like pick a random name. I'm like, oh, you know, Mary.
Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Water girl?
Yeah.
Mary's cool.
Maybe all three of us can go hang out. So far we are 3-2 on racing, but I'm pretty sure I can beat her.
Probably. She has asthma. I wouldn't make her race.
You'd think that would hold her back, but it's like the fact that she can't really breathe air on land comes in handy underwater.
Oh, a swim. You want to do a swim race?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
After practice.
Yeah, and I have tryouts apparently.
Don't you be in auditions? Isn't that what they do in dance club?
Yes, but I think I'm gonna go kick Justin. I'll go kick Percy's ass in tennis.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but you know, we should probably meet up later, because last night was wild, right?
Yeah, that did you have the punch?
I did not have the punch. Did you have the punch?
No, it didn't have the punch.
Not have the punch. Oh, but okay, so do you think that maybe
didn't
that's
forage any mushrooms either, right?
No.
Okay.
I haven't done that yet.
Either.
So you also can't think of, and they're gonna get like really close to it, like kind of like stepping close. Why we saw a bunch of lines coming out of everybody, and whoever could like see the conversation just sees Maisie going like this as they're like describing what you guys saw. Everything.
You see Snapdragon, the counselor who Serena has been like, I got my eye on you. I'm gonna help you be successful this time at camp. You see her sort of walk through the rec room and just kind of give a little look and then just keep going. Just like shake her head and then just keep going.
He's like, oh, amazing. You do these things more than you think. They're like, yeah, so I wasn't the only one there. Good. So then it's not just dream remnants.
Or drugs.
Or drugs.
I had to rule out the logical possibilities.
Yeah, I haven't been hanging out with Otter. It's fine.
I have to go play basketball now.
Okay, so we'll meet up and probably try to figure out what's going on later. Bye. Like as you're walking away, so, probably figure out what's going on later. Bye.
So I I want to do these tryouts really quick, and there's really not a lot of like mechanics and MonsterHearts for this, but first of all, like we gotta get you on the court with shoot. I keep wanting to call her Georgina, Gabrielle. What's her name? I can't remember names anymore. Gabby. Gabby is gonna be Gabby now. And then I need to see how Maisie manages dancing at the tennis court.
At the tennis court?
I need to know. And then this needs to happen. So, Serena, let's start with you. Like, you've got tryouts on the court. There's like most of the people there are like they're pretty good team players. You end up on the team with Gabby. And Gabby is one of those folks who like does not pass the damn ball. And knows when she can like get ahead of it. She's very fast, so she's up there and making baskets as much as she can. And you know that what's at stake is team captain, right? What's your motivation in tryouts? What do you want to accomplish?
Hold up, give me a second to think about that. Other than the fact that she just enjoys physical activity and dislikes bullies, she doesn't think that bullies should be leading teams. All
right, so you want to beat Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. There have been a couple times where like she clocks that you're interested in beating her, and she's definitely gonna be doing the like elbowing you and getting just a little too close and trying to get you in the ribs a little bit and throw you off. So she's gonna lash out physically, and we're gonna just do this as like a representation of a couple of times. And I rolled an 11. So I deal harm, take 1 harm. And it's
just take the wind out of me, bro.
It takes the wind out of you, and it's harder for you to react, right? So I want you to roll to keep your cool, but I'm actually going to have you -1 on that roll.
Okay. And keep your cool will be a
cold.
Thank you. I am extra blind today because of all of the allergy medication.
No worries, I got you.
So -1, so it's just a +1, so that will be a 9.
A 9. Okay. You are going to be able to beat her, but it's going to be clear to people that you have to do a little bit of cheating to do it. Like, you're going to have to give kind with kind. You're going to have to do some elbowing and stepping on toes to do it, and your teammates will see it. If you want to win.
Here's the thing I just kind of imagine is that my cheating is that I just, at some point when I get the ball and she tries to get it, because I'm so tall, I just hold it over her head for like a hot second before like passing it and then passing it over to the point guard.
The rules didn't say no keep away.
Yeah, I play keep away is essentially what happens, and I mean that's all basketball is. But
and everyone sees it.
Mean-spirited, yeah.
And I want you to do one more. I'm gonna actually have to have you roll with Volatile to see like if she had to do like the ridiculous looking jumping to try to get to the ball, like how ridiculous she looked and how well you could keep it out of her.
Gotcha. Volatile.
Okay, so roll with Volatile.
Keep away isn't a word that I usually think about with basketball because yes, that is how the game is just meant to be played. You're supposed to be tall,
but not with your teammates.
and not in summer camp.
Yeah,
they're kids. NBA professionals.
It shows that Gabby is like determined to take the ball from you.
I mean, after all, what would her parents think?
Not very team spirited.
Not the warp and woof spirit, is it?
It is another 9. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So she is like, the wind is knocked out of her too. Like, it's going to be hard for her to recover for just a little while. But also, I think she takes a condition because she looks pretty ridiculous, right? No. Like jumping and trying to get the ball. What condition would you assign to her?
For Gabby, her condition will be How mean can I be?
You be. This is keep it feral. Keep it feral.
Yeah, weak.
Short stack.
Short stack.
Listen, as a short
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So like after the tryouts, oh look, I got it right. After the tryouts, she's like sitting on the bench beside the court and like really out of breath. And you can sort of hear people say like, wow, she's really let her conditioning go over the course of this year. Like, what the heck was she doing over the last of this year? And you are the team captain.
oh,
You are
okay.
declared the team captain.
Go
In
team.
fact, yeah, Snapdragon, the counselor comes up to you and says, knew you could do it. I knew it. I knew it. You got this. You got this. You got this. Come on. Come on. You got this. Just a little, come on. Just a little bit. Are you going to be a little bit happy about this? Just golf clap. Golf clap for yourself.
Thanks.
I'll get you. I'll get you. I'm going to get you by the end of this. I'm going to get you by the end of this. I'm going to get you smiling.
So ominous.
Trying so hard to actually be supportive, but always coming across really ominous.
Super
Like it's very genuine. Thanks. But at the same time, it's like I need you to take about 20% off of that. Like,
Right. All right. So
you're at
on
a
to
homo right now. I need you at a skim.
All right, onto the tennis court. Help me
which
know.
I'm going to watch.
Yes. Help me. And there's actually a lot more people watching than usual because like there's this sense of like what is going to happen with Percy this year. And who is this dance person? Huh?
And Maisie is in her dance gear, which is like this cut up you can tell it's like a vintage old Star Wars shirt that has just been through it, but it's like hanging off her shoulders, like in like when you dance and they just like take the top of the shirt and put it over so it's just on the shoulders, and then like this neon green sports bra, and then she has on like these like the black like her dance pants that kind of tuck underneath the heel, but she doesn't wear shoes, so it's just on the heel. They just have like neon lines. She just like, okay. She kind of like spins the racket in her hand a little bit. It's like, all right, so you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm ready for this. Let's go. And he serves the ball at you. And I'm gonna do like, again, I think a keep your cool is good. And I think that's a very tennis thing anyway. Keep your cool.
Yeah.
So roll with holds, and then you have to describe how you use your dance moves to handle this match.
This is good. I've played PBTA
Okay.
before. You got this. This is
Okay.
using
We
one
take-
skill for another.
2D.
Yeah, we take the rules and then we make something creative with them. Yeah.
Okay, and then my cold's a -1. So it's a 10.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah,
Let's hit
you
on
keep
it.
your
'Cause
cool.
PBTA
and you-
is 7 and 9. You hit, right?
Yeah. So 10 is
So-
even more than that. Not only are you able to keep your cool, but after you tell me how you use your dance moves to beat Percy at tennis, you also gain an insight about the situation here at sports camp. Or anything that you can justify being related. So like, okay, how does this dance move beat the tennis star?
Okay, so he's like, all right, cool. And he throws up the ball and he goes to do like a slam to get it down. But with dancing, the whole point of it is to keep your balance. But it's the way that she like shuffle ball steps to like get it and then backhands the crap out of it back to him that he doesn't notice it. That first serve goes right past him at first.
Mhm.
And she's like in a pose afterward and it's like, it worked. Like she didn't think it would work, but it did.
It totally did. And in the like the people who are watching are starting to clap and like more and more people are gathering and like this becomes the thing. And do you have like multiple dance styles that you do or just one in particular?
After all the years they've been there, they pretty much have learned all of it.
Learned it all.
So from jazz to hip hop to
Okay, but
Yeah.
then what's
to like professional.
what's its
ahead.
favorite?
Yes, what's your
His
favorite?
favorite is
A fusion of all of them. Threw you an easy answer.
it was kind of, but it kind of is. It's always been just whatever it was like freestyle dancing, because no matter what music plays, it was just she was able to do with her body what she wanted. Like learning choreography helped her learn how to use her legs, but dancing is her actually being able to use them freely.
Yeah, and move freely as someone who is made of wood.
Right? So it's always, so after a while, so it's like, okay, so now my turn. And then they throw the ball up to do their serve. And it's the funniest thing is they go to like hit it up and they accidentally like knock it so it goes up a little bit and they're like, wait, that wasn't right. And the way they jump is a pirouette, the way he did it. So she jumps, spins, and then whacks it, and he can't get it. It's just little moves like that, the way her foot moves or the way it spins before it hits is always just like, what are you supposed to do when someone does back handspring and then knocks it up higher than it's supposed to be? You can't.
Yeah, and he's so thrown off by this, and I like to imagine that like you have like a tap break at one point when he's like going to get the ball, and like
I'm just messing with him at that point.
yeah, and like the crowd is into it, right? And like eventually you get Maisie, and like you are like the toast of sports camp at this point. And I will now move to our theater and our crew folks, because crew gets to do its own stuff kind of after the theater projects get going, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are there kind of with theater as they start to sort of talk about what the project is going to be for the summer. And you have been informed, Zoe, that as part of the writerly process, you are expected to play a role in one of the summer musicals and audition for that role.
Oh crap, I have auditions like right after tryouts.
Zoe had like steeled herself and readied herself for this, but she definitely expected Maisie to be here. And Maisie had like given her a lot of confidence yesterday about this tryout thing. And so now that she's alone,
that way, baby.
A little bit freaking out and looking around for anyone she sort of maybe recognizes.
You probably see.
I mean,
oh no, I was gonna say you probably see Jade up in like, I don't know how the theater's built, but like up where like the spotlight like tech stuff is. You probably see Jade kind of like sitting over the railing, just like on her phone. If that's helpful, you don't have to interact with her, but you can probably see her if you're looking for her.
There's a little wave, it looks like.
Probably see Jade. And then wasn't there another theater girl in Unity Camp?
Yes, that would be May.
Unity team, sorry.
May Winters. And May is getting ready, is warming up her voice, and has like a nice voice, but a shy voice, right? Like a voice where if she really were to put her soul into it, it would just, I want to say just sing, but that's what she's doing. just resonate and take people's hearts. But she's holding it back a little bit. And Angel and Tam, are you there as well? Because Tam, you're with crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and more like set design and like any mechanics that would be there. Right. Angel, what about you?
I think Angel is in a situation where, knowing that he can't use his phone, he doesn't know what to do with his hands, and he doesn't want to interact with as many people at the same time. So it's just a lot of like.
Okay. Seeing Angel's nerves.
Oh no!
You're welcome. Seeing Angel's nerves, Tam's gonna wrap one arm around Angel, just like he did with Serena the other day, and just like walks him away from the rest of the group. So yeah, gonna tell me?
Is
Pablo,
this?
do you remember what happened with your memory at the end of the? Okay, making sure.
So I'm just like, that question implies I know what you're talking about.
Well, I was just wondering, and don't take this the wrong way. I was wondering what culture you come from, that lies about not having phones. That's all I was wondering.
I think he laughs earnestly, and he's just like, that was a trick I have up my sleeve called lying.
You're really good at it, cute guy.
No, I'm not. That was the one I got for the year. Maybe next year I'll dish out another one.
I think you're cutting yourself short.
Size difference between Angel and Tam intensifies. Because your character's a lot taller than mine.
It's true. It's true. We are that meme of one person. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
And he's just like, so, hey, we spent a lot of time. I don't know how to ask this question. What was your name again? I feel like we did this already, but I'm just foggy after yesterday.
We definitely did do this already. You're right about that.
Can I overhear this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Jade has her phone out. She doesn't give a shit. And is gonna text Angel, even though Angel doesn't have his phone. Just text him, just woof. That's it. For you to see later.
And for Tam, like you've been flirting. You've been trying to attach, like, and all of a sudden doesn't even remember your name. What goes through Tam's mind?
Oh, he thinks this is somehow a game.
Right?
Because as good as he is flirting with humans, he doesn't really understand it when humans flirt back. So he just looks...
Same.
Yeah, right? He looks at Angel and is like, is this a... Oh! I mean, you can call me whatever you want.
A deep reddening happens. And Angel's like, okay, this is not very fruitful. I'm going to take this from the start. Something weird happened yesterday, and I can't remember. I remember the conversations we had, but it's like there's a part that's missing. What was your name?
Can I gaze into the abyss to figure out what the hell is happening?
You sure can. How do you do that?
I think there's
the plot. Let's advance the plot.
You know what?
Never.
This is MonsterHearts. Like,
What's plot?
Putting a snotty kid
Plot
down
is
is
the
also
plot.
advancing the plot. But this is great. Go ahead and gaze into the abyss. Tell us how you do it.
I don't. That's how I do it.
Oh, no.
That was a 3. Hold on. A 3 minus... That's a 2.
Okay.
This is the second lowest number I could have gotten.
So before you fail, what does it look like? What are you doing before you fail?
Tam's a person who relies a lot upon signifiers that you would find in the wild. So, pheromones, hormonal imbalances, heartbeat, temperature gauging, kind of like micro expressions. So really what this consists of is Tam putting one really heavy, warm hand on Angel's shoulder, stepping in just a bit too close and looking into his eyes.
Okay. So on a failure, you don't really get an answer, and also you feel an overwhelm. You feel the sound when you're swimming in your river of a current just sweeping through you as if it would push you into a rock. You feel a sense of unwinding, a sense of almost like the water molecules in your river are separating and dissolving into gas. You all of a sudden feel this intense feeling like almost your river might disappear. Angel, his hand is so sweaty. It's just really sweaty. It's just
This is the romance version of if you cut it, it can bleed. If he can sweat, he can be spooned.
Can I do something real quick?
But
Seeing...
really quick though. So Tam though, like it is for a little while, that's really all you can think of. Like you almost feel like you have to stop yourself from crashing into a rock, and you have to hold your river together to keep it from dissolving.
Oh, great. Second hand on other shoulder.
So slimy. All right, Jade, what do you do?
I just seeing Tam weirdly embrace Angel, and Jade can like kind of hear, but is kind of not sure what's going on. And she's gonna bang the spotlight that's next to her with her hand, and it turns on, and there's like this giant like heart-shaped spotlight on the two of you. You're just gonna go back to your phone.
Okay. I don't know what I had planned, but now Angel is just deer in the headlights, just eyes wide open, just being like, what is about to happen now? And I think it's just, I think actually he'll say out loud, he'll just be like, is this happening?
Okay. And you do hear a couple of people like in the audience waiting for auditions being like, aw.
Just guys being by.
Yeah.
So Angel says out loud, is this happening?
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry, do you need music too, or
It's a
does that
stage
help?
whisper. That's a hand.
sorry. I wrap even tighter around Angel, and I just pull him into a direction behind a building.
Right.
I'm so sorry. I don't usually stare into someone's eyes like that without consent. Something's wrong, man.
Yes. And that was a lot's happening right now. Can we make this less intense? Please. Right now. I am blushing so much.
Oh, sorry. Right. I like consciously uncouple myself
Uncouple.
and take like 2 steps back. Still enough that, definitely the fact that the dude's a walking furnace is still very felt, but it's not as there's a very large amount of hot man pressed up against me. That's not happening right now.
Okay, that's great. And he's just like, he's probably like got the shakes a little bit, like he's trying to just sort of like make it seem natural, but like when he's not deliberately moving, there's just a little bit of a tremor. And basically Angel's gonna be like, look, sure, something's wrong with me. I can make a list if you want, but in terms of yesterday,
it's Tam.
Thank you.
And
Angel, good to meet you again. We did meet. I feel nobody was drinking yesterday, right?
No, and I think something's fucked with you. Not
I
like
already knew about
you're
that.
not like you're fucked. I think something or someone is. I don't know what, but it feels like a rapid that shouldn't be there.
Kind of
Like a wreck that just causes everything around it to push around it instead of through it like it's supposed to be. Your flow's interrupted, man.
To continue with the thread of people taking each other's metaphors very literally, Angel's just like and just thinks that you're being poetic.
I'm sorry to be this in your face about it. I don't know what I'm doing. I do think you're cute.
I think Angel is going to like open his mouth to say something and then stop. And then he's just like, it's really cute to see you flustered right back. And then leave.
So cute.
Yeah, I just sit on a stump and stare out into the distance for
Yeah. Roll a d6, Tam.
6.
A 6. Okay. There's another feeling of something being lost. And because you're aware of it, because you've noticed that something's wrong, I'm gonna let you roll to keep your cool, because there is a surge of like something's flowing out of me, and I don't want it to go away. So roll to keep the cool.
Whoa. Well, one die just hit the floor. Hold on. and now my flashlights also hit the floor. Hold on.
I'm a merciful GM, so you can either keep how it rolled on the floor or pretend it was cocked and re-roll it, depending on how you would like to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So kind of you.
Well, the one that landed on the table is a 5, and the one on the floor is a 6, and with a -1, that means a 10. I'm going to take it.
Awesome.
I'm going to be fair.
Awesome. So 2 things. One, you feel something flowing out of you, and you feel almost like you're physically pulling it back into you and holding it despite that tug. But you can also ask a question about the situation and take one forward to acting on that information.
About the situation in general. Who's fucking with Angel?
Who's fucking with Angel? No one that was there at the campfire did you see do anything. What you felt was a resonance when you heard the term memory in Edna Orkney's broadcast speech. That's when you felt that the first time.
I think out loud, Tam just says, I think I need a phone. That's it. Yeah.
All right. And we're going to cut to auditions. Zoe, you and May and many other students campers are sort of off the side of the stage. This is like a makeshift stage near the theater camp. The actual amphitheater where like the big performances happen is deep in the woods, overlooking the river. And people are warming up. And what are you doing?
Even though her voice sounds a little bit hesitant, I think May seems to know at least a lot more than Zoe's what she's doing. And
yes.
As she's another Unity team member, I think Zoe is like probably not terribly subtly, but quietly watching what May's doing intently.
And May seems sort of lost in her own world, trying to warm up, and you can see how much she wants this, right? And also how much she is aware that how much she feels that she isn't worthy of this. And as you're warming up, a woman comes out, sort of stands out amongst all of the other counselors at camp because she's a fair bit older. She looks like she's sort of mid-40s, sort of my age. And, graying hair, salt and pepper hair, curled and short, wearing like a really like kind of nice blouse and skirt with like a beaded necklace, beads that are like all the different planets. And she sits down in the back of the auditorium and goes, all right, kiddos. All right. I'm Mrs. Turtleby, not Turtle, like some of you were calling me last year, Mrs. Turtleby. I will be your director this year as usual. And I would like for our auditions to start this year. The musical is Legally Blonde. All right. So let's all be excited for Legally Blonde.
His first name.
What?
Because Maisie would know.
Yeah,
What's
Maisie's not quite
first
there.
Name?
Maisie's not quite there yet.
I know she's not there yet.
Yeah. I think it's Angela Twaddleby.
Jen, we need a canonical spelling now.
Twaddleby?
This is so important.
Tautleby. Totally.
I was
Amazing. Amazing.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
I am a very well-known community theater director around this area to do their performances. So I want you to all come up. Let's have one at a time. I want you to come up and do your audition piece. And she points to somebody at the piano who's a camper who's like got the Weavers Council scarf. So the specially honored youth. And she starts to, she has sheet music, and Mrs. Tottleby first points to Zoe. Your turn, kiddo. Come on out. Give us your song. Come on, we don't have all day.
Well, first of all, what color hair does May have?
You know what?
Is she
I'm
blonde?
gonna let Jade describe May.
May has, I think she just has, yeah, she has curly, like, she has curly brown bob. That's her hair color.
Brown.
Brown, yeah.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
was worried that she might have been an illegal blonde.
Oh no.
That's
That's a
really
good setup.
cute.
That's a good setup.
That's really good.
Well done. Well
Oh,
done.
that's really good.
A song. Okay. Sorry. Go where?
Out onto the stage, honey. Out onto that's where we usually do our performances, is on a stage.
Okay.
All right. Did you not prepare a song?
Jade's gonna yell from the rafters, no, she has a song, don't worry about it, it's all good. And I'm gonna kind of give a little like a nod to Zoe, and I'm gonna run in the back and see if I can find a tape that has any song, like any song on it. Like a recording of previous audition from somebody else that I can play for Zoe.
Okay.
Make it
Yeah,
sound like
there's
she's singing.
there's backup. There's backup sound for like Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. That's the first one you find is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. There's also
Great.
some backup stuff for like a bunch of different musicals that they've done in the past. Like last year was Annie, and it was like super weird because it's only the older kids that did this production, so with a bunch of older kids pretending to be.
If it's musicals, one of them's definitely. If it's musicals, one of them's definitely popular from Wicked.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
I want to try to grab something that has like just one voice, like just one vocal, so I can try to pass it off as Zoe singing.
Think of any musical song or
Damn.
common song.
I'm trying to help. I don't think it's
Tomorrow is the one that you come upon first.
great, cool. And I'm gonna give a big thumbs up to Zoe, and I'm gonna pop it in, and I'm gonna counter in, and I'm gonna just try to mouth like, just pretend, just but just pretend.
Watermelon. Ice cream,
Carrots,
ice
peas
cream.
and carrots, peas and carrots.
And Maisie, this is about when you show up. Zoe, what's going on for you? How's Zoe doing? Standing in the middle of the stage, trying to figure out what to do.
Oh no.
You know, do I have clear line of sight with the director, Tottleby?
Yeah, it's a little hard to see because you have a light shining on the stage, but you can see her in the back. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna trust my friend Daisy, that she's got my back, but also being like the center of attention kind of like raises Zoe's hackles. And so I'm gonna attempt to mesmerize the director.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So I will stare unblinking and roll
Oh,
with
that's
hot.
not
Roll
terrifying.
with hot.
tomorrow.
Memory. All alone.
That's actually the perfect song for this game so far is the memory
Ooh,
song.
yes.
I don't want the world.
That is an 8. So
Yay.
So what happens on an 8?
they gain the condition dazed.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Nice.
you see her, and I'm gonna interpret this a little bit like enraptured. Like
Okay.
you can almost see visions of a bold interpretation of Legally Blonde that pushes the edges of what it means to be the popular girl.
Oh no.
Like I'm gonna do this here, and then I'm gonna get this off Broadway, and then this is I'm gonna be known for this revive. Like that's visions of Sugar Plum Fairies dancing in her head, and yeah.
Someone is totally gonna get cast as Elwoods. Hope you like pink.
So she is mesmerized. What do you do?
I will mouth watermelon until the song is over, and then blink twice and shuffle off stage.
Love it. I'm gonna have you roll to keep your cool to see how well you did this to fool everybody else. Because just because Mrs. Tottleby was mesmerized doesn't mean anybody else was mesmerized.
See if it's good enough to distract from the like very audible ka-thunk of like the cassette player turning on.
And possibly the voice of one of the other campers who did this role last year.
That's what it is. That's what's good news. Like the person is there is like, you sound just like me.
Yeah.
They did that song too.
That's an 8.
That's an 8.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
It worked. Yes.
So you're pretty good at convincing them, but you're pretty good at convincing them. Like, this is an audition for a musical that you weren't really wanting to be in. So if you go ahead and do the best job that you can, there will be a lot of people who think you're pretty darn good at this, which might not be something that you can follow up on down the road. Do you go ahead?
Listen, I put my trust in Daisy. If she's telling me to do this, I'm doing it.
All right. Alrighty. So like again, like you get off the stage, like all our campers here in Team Unity are having a good day. Good day. You get off the stage and there's some bustle behind the stage of like, who is this new like coming in here and like
I heard they were called Fang.
Yeah, that's right. Fang. Who is this Fang person? Like, gosh.
No, wait, no,
like,
they're Venom. Aren't they Venom?
Venom.
Yeah, because Jade's little
I named
sister
Jade's
is Fang.
Jade's little sister. You're right. All right, this is Venom. Like Venom. Like no kidding. Like wow. Certainly fooled us.
Yes. Maisie
All
is
right.
so proud of you. Like,
Is Jade still on like the theater floor, or is she back up in the light booth?
I've probably been in the light booth the whole time. I just like hit it because I can
Okay.
do the sound and the lights from up there. But you can see her up there.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and make my way up there and like just like go out into the rest of the theater and look for a set of stairs and bumble my way through the darkness.
You bumble your way up. You knock into some props that you're not totally sure if you broke, but you do manage to get up to the light booth. What is the place
Sure.
called?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. I wasn't allowed to do theater when I was in high school, so I don't know the terms. So childhood trauma. So Zoe, you find Jade, Daisy, up there with the lights and the tape deck.
Hey, Venom. Got some pipes on you. Good job.
Is that good?
if you want to do the whole singing thing and you're too scared to actually do an audition, yeah, you probably got a part. I don't know. You and Maisie looked like you wanted to do the singing thing. I was trying to help. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it personally, but you seemed like you wanted to. Physically, no, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it might be fun for you. But I can get you out of it. If you don't want to do it, I can try to get you out of it. But I don't know. You're up there and you look scared. And
No, you worked so hard for. I don't really know what just happened. But thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I hope
Can
you
I hide here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I hide here all the time. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Also, just maybe let me know if this is too personal, but like, do you? And she's gonna kind of look dead in your eyes and say, "Do you blink?" I like swear I didn't see you blink for like a minute, and that's pretty gnarly. I think that's pretty cool. Is that normal for you? Okay, it was probably too personal. I just thought it was kind of cool. Very intimidating. I like that you could spook people with it.
Blink.
I'll try to blink more.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. But yeah, you can hide in the light booth with me if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
Oh, yes.
So cute.
As you are hiding in the light booth, it is May's turn to audition. So May comes out, and I'm going to say that May is singing Memory because why not? And you hear her pretty but fragile voice, her tentative but talented voice, drifting up to the booth, shaking by the end with nervousness. And then she goes back and the auditions continue. Maisie, the dance team, they're going to be doing backup dancing for this play. You have some practices. There's basketball practice, there's tennis practice. You go to flagpole and you see the flags of all of the different camps. And I'm actually going to look at our amazing map because we got some pretty cool symbols going on here, right? The flag for theater camp being our 2 masks. The flag for science camp being the microscope. The flag for sports camp being Mount Trashmore. And the flag for orchestra camp being the horn. And you were encouraged, especially by Sarah Emily, to make a flag. We're going to do a flag. Team Unity needs a flag. So what's her flag? Team?
So like, couldn't we just like take tinier versions of all of them and then put them in a circle and then because it's all of them, or would that be more of a camp flag?
That would. I wander up from seemingly nowhere. That would be a bit more of a camp flag, Maisie.
Camp flag. It gets everyone else, but it never bothers Maisie when you just show up. They mostly expect you to finish their sentences and are more sad when you don't show up.
I'm just gonna keep on talking till Tam shows up, and now.
There he is. What mood is Tam in when Tam shows up? Is Tam shaken off the place that he was in?
Oh, you know what? I don't think anyone can really tell, but he's like clammy. He's cold to the touch because something is wrong, and also he thinks he doesn't really actually like people. He flirts with people, but now he likes a person. Oh no.
Yo, that's so fucking real.
Can Maisie tell that something's different?
Oh, Maisie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you considered maybe like a bunch of people holding hands, or the sun? Nothing more unifying than the sun. Everyone needs it, right?
Well, I mean, not vampires.
I have an idea.
Yes.
What if we had an anthropomorphic microscope playing the horn on top of Mount Trashmore?
That is the most high concept thing I've ever heard.
It's very loud.
Also, you're
I
missing
like
out on
it.
sports.
Oh, we can have it kicking something into Count Trashmore.
No, well,
A person?
The Trashmore is the sport.
Oh,
Or an
But, like-
anthropomorphic Mount Trashmore.
yeah. Well, no, that would just be kind
Don't
of
like
like
this.
the sports team is now rampaging over everything.
So everyone is furries.
How do you know what furries are? You don't know what singing is, but you know what furries are.
Also, I am not furry.
Neither am I.
I look down at
Unless
my
I get a
body hair.
frost.
Wait, no, this is furry. You're right.
I'm not furry unless I get a frost. Then I'm fuzzy.
No, then you're frosty.
Then I'm frosty. Okay. Unity. What if it was just a big U or a mirror? That way everybody, just reflective paper. That way every time someone looks into the flag, it's them.
We have fabric for
Really?
that.
Do that?
That's really high concept.
I just thought it would be fun to climb the pole and then kind of like put it on people like a giant laser pointer.
Okay, that's not happening. No, no,
I
no,
would
no, no. We're not
burn
playing that.
Oh, you never let me have fun ever since I set that thing on fire that one time.
You could burn people like they're ants.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it. I am so on board with this
Not
idea.
a part of the
That's
natural.
two for lasers.
Not a
that's
natural
two
part of the
for
order of the
lasers.
universe. It is not happening.
What about a nest? Like filled with these different things.
Different pieces
Angels?
of the camp.
I mean, birds.
Well, I was
Birds.
thinking more snakes, but yes.
Nest of snakes. As
I think
it's pretty badass.
Or trash. People here like that.
Trash
Everyone-
snakes. Trash snakes.
No, no.
You are
no,
getting
no,
it
no.
here. People do like trash.
Nest of birds. Because that way it doesn't really apply to any one of us, but it could apply to all of us. We're all in the
Trash
same
snakes
nest.
is probably several people's gender at this table.
That's why I'm saying no snakes. Remember, I know the Gorgon.
At this point, like I have like Serena after like she gave her idea and everyone keeps throwing other stuff, like she's just given up and she has like sat down, like has a piece of bubble gum and pulls out like her Kindle and just starts to read fanfic. Like where everyone else like decides something because she's lost, she's done. She's already done this.
Angel's gonna sit next to her and be like, "Oh, what are you reading?"
It's called The Lucky Ones.
Is it like a? I don't know how to broach the subject of fan fiction in real life, so this is strange.
It's very on brand for your character, though.
Yeah, I know.
Is it-
I think he says those words. He goes, "Is it? I don't know how to broach the subject of fan fiction in real life." That's what Angel says.
Yes.
He like says it.
And he goes, "Cool." And then he just looks away and just
You read
is sitting
fanfic?
next to you, not knowing what to say.
Do you read fanfic?
And he goes, "Oh yeah, sometimes."
Cool. And she'll like lean over and like share her Kindle if he wants to read it with
Yes.
That's really cute.
So are the birds eating the trash or building their nest from it?
Okay. You're
Nest
overthinking.
from the trash.
Ah, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yes. That's what you want people to do to the river, right?
Not supposed to say that in front of them.
What? That you like keeping nature clean? It just means you're a conservationist. Remember, I was that last summer.
Well, no, Tam is right. Some people hate hippies.
Oh. I think all shapes are
This is
beautiful.
the reason why we don't say
That's
anything.
really
Because I
rude.
get embarrassed in front of my friends.
I did-
Cute.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm really.
Bye, Pablo.
Hey, Bunz, thanks for going to bat for me. It really means a lot.
I was like, well, I just thought it would be nice.
No, it's not. It's not you. It's me. No, that's not wrong. I mean, that is wrong. No, it's not wrong. I mean.
Oh my gosh, Tam, who are you crushing on?
Who are you crushing? Oh no.
I'm gonna do a little nod
And it's a
over
joke.
to
It's like
Angel.
a joke because he doesn't like people. He's like, oh gosh, who are you crushing on this 5 minutes? That they have you so flustered.
I'm gonna try
And
to
then
keep
Jake
it
is like-
cool. I'm gonna keep it cool. I don't want people to know.
Do you need help with cleanup? I have a lot of experience with crushed people.
That's a 4.
It's just after that statement, that's perfect.
I make like this involuntary eye movement right towards Angel, and then I just flick back. No one.
And then that's when they're like, and then for everyone else, they just see me just check your forehead and touch my head at the same time and go, oh.
Zoe's gonna
Why,
walk up to Angel and start like feeling around his head for signs of injury.
It's like,
You have been
hey.
crushed, but you seem to be doing fine.
what is
Incredible.
What are you doing?
How are you feeling?
Sorry, Rosie, you were gonna say something and someone cut you off.
I just think that like at some point with all of this chaos, like Serena will just look up and be like, "Do we pick a flag yet?" And then realize that like someone is feeling up her fanfic buddy, and is just gonna like scoot away from
Abandon ship.
Angel is going to say, "I feel standard."
Standard. Are any of your fluids leaking?
That's not usually how people ask that question. I want you to know that.
How would I have you experienced cranial trauma recently?
No.
Okay.
I would love to spend more time with you because I don't know what's happening every time you're around. It's strangely uplifting.
Thank you,
Angel?
whimsical name Angel.
Angel, I feel like this is a little bit of like, it's not quite a like move, but it's certainly a fond-like move. Would you like to roll turn someone on?
Sure.
Okay. Roll with
Oh,
hot.
point of order. I didn't want to say. I think we said like move was the sex move. So
Oh,
it's
that's
not
right.
type of
That's right.
sex.
That's right. Turn
And then
someone
turn
on.
someone on is tantalize.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Sorry. I'm a pedant, but I also hate being a pedant. So
No,
I didn't
no,
say
it's
anything
really
last time.
helpful, and I'm like on my cheat sheet, like changing it to tantalize. Awesome. Okay. Would you like to roll with hot to tantalize?
Yeah. What is this? What is the stat? Hot?
Yes.
10.
10. Okay.
11 with a -1.
Your kindness gains you a string on Zoe.
That's good.
And
See, the problem is the more power I have over Zoe, the more I want to protect her and not steal her soul.
I love Zoe so much. It's
I
unfair.
know the like
so unfair.
combination of like vulnerability and cluelessness is just great. Yeah.
But also kind of badass. It's amazing. I love
I
it.
kind of hate how
Love
I
it.
love every single one of these characters so much. It hurts to see them do like
Do
bad
not.
things.
Monster Hearts.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Zoe, look, from one socially awkward person to another, How can I help you?
Zoe, based on Angel's role, your options are, however you interpret this, you give yourself to him, you promise something you think that he wants, or you get embarrassed. And I would say, since you always act awkward, there's something about your awkwardness that is like a little bit special or different than typical.
Yeah. Well, if Serena scooted away from him a little bit, I'll take that small opening that's probably a little too slim for a person to fit in, and just like sit down in between them and do what I've seen Tam do, which is put his arm around people.
Love it.
Put my arms on both of their shoulders and say, I would love to spend time with you.
I'm experiencing a lot of middle school emotions right now.
Yes.
Horrible.
It's pretty bad.
And I think... Go on.
What are you doing?
The friend hands.
God.
Noise!
I'm doing the Tam. I'm doing the Tam.
I keep meaning to mute myself before I make those sounds, but I just don't.
It just caught me off guard. Like I don't sound like a freaking harmonica over here.
I'm not sure. It felt right.
No.
I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to do anything. I'm gonna just kind of look at Angel and Zoe like hanging out, and I'm gonna. Okay.
Pull out a phone and just text Jade. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. And then I turn to Zoe and I'm just like, Zoe, what do you like to do with your time when you're not giving people the friend hands?
Well, I spend a lot of time alone, so the friend hands are quite new. I like reading and exploring and practicing.
What do you practice? Like, do you play an instrument?
I found something.
Okay.
I can't remember where exactly, but I found it and I brought it with me. It's in my suitcase.
Oh?
It's a gun.
Holy shit. Zoe, that's...
Holy shit, guilty.
So... Okay, hold up. Zoe, I do need to gauge that you understand that this is the worst thing. I need you to understand. You do know this is the most dangerous thing, right? Like, you know that, right?
From what I've read, it hurts a little bit, but
Not a little
it looks
bit.
very cool.
I mean, look, sort of hurting is not really the key part of this.
I like the guilty can't even keep this straight.
I know. This game is so hard to maintain composure.
Oh my god.
That's not MonsterHearts. That's just us.
Yes.
I mean,
But I
Who's got a pistol?
use it on my new
Ro-
friends at camp.
Rosie, I need you to know that you're standing on the other side of Zoe when she has disclosed that she's brought a firearm to summer camp.
Oh. Oh. There's like, just kind of sits up and like looks over. Like, there's like this moment where y'all probably both realize Serena is just like staring at you like super wide-eyed. Like, what caliber?
Oh, I think it only takes black ink.
What?
What?
Do you need a label gun?
I'm just losing it. I'm just laughing, just like big belly laughs. I'm laughing with my entire shoulders and stuff. Like everyone within earshot knows that Angel is experiencing the best kind of joy.
Maisie sort of looks over and then looks at Tam, who they've been having like a very hushed, like kind of conversation. They go, well, I mean, I can see it. He is cute, especially when he's laughing like that. What the hell?
I just keep on staring at Angel like an actual angel just landed in the field and decided to say hello.
Oh. Tam.
What?
Tam.
What?
What are you doing?
Someone's taking our memories.
You're right. I saw it. It was really weird. And like you know, that immediate switch of because someone's doing something to the camp overtakes everything. I hate you.
I love you too.
Like, no, what the heck is even happening? What did they like? Then they put both of their hands on your face and they're very concerned. Like, what did they take from you?
I don't know. I don't remember. They tried to take. I quickly glance at Angel again and then look right back. I just know because someone said they forgot my name.
What? That's not a thing. What are you talking about?
Someone said we talked a lot yesterday and I forgot your name, so I realized that people are taking your memories.
I mean, that doesn't mean people are taking their memories. Not everybody remembers everybody. We barely remember anybody that comes here. Like,
I also forgot their name, so clearly there's a double thing going on here.
Like, I know that something was taken from you, and it was taken from a lot of people at camp. Serena saw it too. So and you're saying it's okay. So it officially is real because you're saying that it's real too. Okay, so something's happening. Something's happening here.
Yeah, something's definitely happening.
And I will say, on that line, as we close the scene to go to break, 2 things happen as, well, 3. First of all, Sarah Emily is able to draw in paint fabric a nest with a baby bird.
Oh Lord, a baby that whole thing?
And a bigger bird arching down to feed it with what looks like a worm, but could arguably be a snake, to feed the baby. As you leave, as the bell rings to go to flagpole and sing before your meal, Jade, you see May walking by you, and you can tell that she's been crying. And Serena, what almost just called Selena, I love my wife. James comes up to you just really quickly and just really kind of awkwardly, sort of brushes by you, just brushes by your arm and just says, yeah, I liked your idea the best. And he's gonna roll to turn you on. To tantalize you.
Roll to keep his cool.
Okay. Is that a skin move?
Yes.
Okay.
I have unapproachable. Before someone can roll to turn you on, they have to keep their cool first.
Okay.
Amazing.
So he rolled a 7.
Okay.
So he keeps his cool, but like he keeps his cool in the sense of staying calm. But remember that he came in as like the king of orchestra camp with lots of self-confidence and then got shut down and seen as selfish. That condition of selfish, like it comes across like kind of pitiful and also like agenda driven.
Yeah.
But he's gonna roll to tantalize.
Okay.
And he rolls a 9. So you can either give in to the tantalization, promise something you think he wants, or get really embarrassed and act awkward.
Thanks. Do you also like fanfic?
Yeah. Yeah, I super like fanfic. Want to share some?
Do you like Inuyasha?
I don't. Yeah. Sure.
Can I have access?
He's gonna Google Inuyasha so hard.
Yeah.
When I have access to the internet, I'll send you a copy of this Inuyasha fanfic I'm reading. And that's what she assumes what he wants.
Yeah. And he appears to want that, although it's rather transparent that he only sorted it. Maybe not even sorted knows what you're talking about. Yeah. All right, we're gonna close this out to go to break. So I will see everybody in 10 minutes. We good with 10?
10 minutes.
Okay. See you in a minute, everybody. Excited to be back with like all of this amazing awkward sweetness. That is like, I feel like the theme for this MonsterHearts group is the awkwardly sweet. And if this were the kind of game where you had a team name, that might be the name. All right, so it's been a really good week for Team Unity. We've got a team captain. We've got someone from dance camp who is now like triumphing in tennis. And as you walk past the flagpole midway through the week, you notice that Team Unity's bird nest and worm/snake flag. But there's a couple people, because the way it's drawn has like a little bit of like almost like a diamond head. So like there's been like a little, is that a worm or is that a snake? What's going on with that? Is at the top of the flagpole underneath the US flag. It's the kind of camp that has the US flag, and it's just the way it goes. Yeah, but it's just underneath, which means that Unity team is currently winning. You get to get your food first when you go to the cafeteria. Like, yeah, you're flying high. And in addition to that, on Wednesday, the casting list for Legally Blonde is released. And guess who's playing Elle Woods?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So you actually you see that posted. The posting is like right outside of the lodge, and like on Wednesday right after dinner, everybody in theater camp knows that that's going to be that the casting is going to be posted, and they all rush out and like gather around. And then you see, like, you hear a lot of like, what? Because you're new to camp. There's a lot of people who've been here like trying to go up like the not the ranks, but like the roles. So there's a little bit of like, what? There's a couple who are like, I told you so. And then there's May. And May doesn't look surprised. But May's shoulders drop. There's a big sigh. And she comes up to you and says, congratulations, Elle.
No, Zoe.
Well, Zoe, I meant you're Elle Woods.
Is this another sort of name? Camp name?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sweetheart, it's you were cast as Elle Woods in the musical. You're the star.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I didn't do it. It was Miss Turtle. I mean, Mrs. Tottleby. But yeah, it's
Yes.
congrats.
What are you? You sang very nicely. I heard where I was hiding.
Thanks.
With
I'm
Jade. You liked it too. I could see on her face.
yeah, I did.
Oh,
Does
no.
anybody remember the name of like the antagonist for L? I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
Jen,
in the
no.
movie, they want you to think it's Vivian, but we all know it's Warner. Okay.
Right. I need to rewatch the musical, but like I'm just gonna say Vivian. They gave me Vivian. That's not really bad. Like that's pretty good. I don't know. Yeah.
Not even
So,
Jennifer Coolidge.
See you and me.
I am very excited to friend sing with you. May, what's your camp name?
Camp name?
Yeah, Jade's is Daisy.
I didn't. Are we getting camp names too? Like the counselors?
Yes.
I don't have one. Maybe you could give me one.
Oh. Well, what about Jade? Jade, help us. We need a whimsical name for May. Maybe some type of bird, because she sings pretty. And
She
we are the
does,
birds
yeah.
in the nest.
Yeah.
Her yeah, sure. You pick a bird. I have to go do something. I'm sorry, I have to go. And Jade is gonna turn her heels and kind of run to the like theater building.
And Jade, you got a vibe with May
Mm-hmm.
and Zoe. May's really enjoying talking to Zoe.
Jen, I hate you.
You give me knives. I use them.
I know you do. Yeah, I'm just gonna book it to the theater building.
I would love a name from you. I love the bird idea.
Maybe Wren. Those are very
Wren's
pretty birds.
Pretty.
I love it. Okay. All right. Ren. And what's your camp name?
Oh, Venom.
Venom.
Whimsical.
Whimsical. It's whimsical. I love it. It's wonderful. Okay, I'll see you in rehearsal. Okay. All right. Okay.
When
bye.
is that?
Oh, it starts tomorrow morning. And
What do we do? Could I follow you there?
to rehearsal?
Yes, I don't really know what that is.
Oh, wow. Okay, we all just sort of assumed that you'd been like in some kind of like program somewhere else. Okay, so
I've been in programs.
theater programs.
We might have just not called it the same thing.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, but so just to because you have a lead, like we have to get up extra early and be there before breakfast.
Before breakfast.
Okay. And then if you want, I'll help you practice, between rehearsals. If you need to like catch up, I'll run lines with you.
Yes, we can do it in the secret place with Jade. She has a
Secret.
very good hiding spot. I'll show you.
Okay, you can You can show me the hiding spot. We'll go to a hiding spot. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Rachel.
Yeah.
What does Jade do?
Yeah, Jade is gonna book it to the to the theater building and almost like a bloodhound try to find Mrs. Turtleby.
Okay. All right. She's in her office behind it's kind of like an office in the backstage sort of area.
Jade's just gonna knock.
Yeah, come in. I'm busy here, but come in.
Hi, I'm just gonna open the door. Mrs. Turtleby, right? You probably don't know me.
Yeah.
I'm Jade. I do tech for theater, and I just saw the listings for casting for Legally Blonde, and I don't know how to say this, but I think there has to be a mistake. Pretty sure you swapped your two leads. I think they should be the other way around. I mean, I watched auditions. I've been here before. I think you've made a mistake.
Look, kid. Every year, I have someone in this office who's trying to say something about the cast. I knew it was happening. Knew it was gonna come. You have to get over it, hun.
I don't have to get over anything. I'm not even in the show. I am just here to tell you what talent looks like, and you have made a mistake. I'm sorry, you have.
How long have you been working in theater, honey?
I don't work in theater. I just run the lights. And listen, you've just made a mistake. You just have. And she's gonna lean over the desk and make direct eye contact with Mrs. Turtleby. And is going to attempt to hex her.
Hey, all right.
That is my hope.
Go for it.
All right, so I roll with dark. That is an 11.
Okay.
So
what happens with
on
a
10
quite successful roll?
On a 10 and up, the hex works and can be easily reversed. And I'm going to hex her. See, none of my hexes are really useful, but Jade's sort of panicking here. I'm gonna hex her with illusions, is one of the hexes that I have. And it gives a bunch of things I can do. But one of the options is interestingly phrased as false prophecies. Like I can fill her head and her mind with something. And it can be like bugs and snakes or whatever. But one of them is false prophecies. And I would like to get it in her head that if she doesn't swap the casting, the show is gonna be a disaster.
That's so good.
Oh, so sorry. I'm so sorry. You put me in a bad position. I have to.
You've been feral. That's
I'm
fantastic.
sorry.
So you see this sort of, her face goes kind of wan, and the sugar plums stop dancing in her head. She goes, look, I got a lot of work to do today. You go on, you go have some fun. You're a smart kid. I underestimated you, hun.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you did. I'm gonna walk out and slam the door behind me.
Okay. Awesome. Would you like to roll also to shut her down?
Yeah, sure.
That
cold,
felt like
right?
a shut her down. Yeah, roll the cold.
Yeah. That's a 10, and then my cold is 2, so that's a 12.
Okay. So you can choose. She doesn't have a string on you.
Okay.
But you could get a string on her if you would like. She could gain a condition.
String.
She could gain a condition, or you could take one forward for the next time you interact with her. Everybody try to record. Let me pause for just a sec. Because I've given one forward for a couple of people and no one's like used it that I know. So make sure you record those. So sorry.
No,
please,
you're fine.
Please go on.
Can you describe like what that means, taking one forward? Like what mechanically does that do?
Yeah, the next time you make a roll that's related to Mrs. Twaddleby, yeah, you can add an extra point to that roll, so you're more likely to be successful.
I will take that.
Also, if you're failing rolls, give yourselves experience. Don't forget.
Gotcha. I will take one forward, please.
All right. And any other scenes that you want to make sure you get a chance to have before the week starts to come to its close? The first week of your 5-week camp experience. Any other scenes that you want to make sure that you have? No requirement, just wanted to make sure.
When is karaoke night?
Karaoke night?
When is
Okay.
karaoke night?
Okay, so there's a karaoke night, and it's like the 4th night of camp, and it's definitely oops, shoot, where is her name? I organized this in the silliest friggin' way. I cannot even tell you. Bubbles is the one who organizes it. Bubbles is the one of the theater counselors, but everybody's invited, and she in fact specifically goes over to science camp and's like, we rarely get you, and then over to like the shit shack with Otter, and she gets like Otter involved, and Otter kind of goes to both Jade and Tam and is like, okay, like you gotta go sing, because
I have to go sing?
yeah, we gotta,
No. How about no? Can I not?
I mean, be cool, okay? Tam, are you gonna be cool? Be cool.
About what?
Go into this karaoke thing. I just wanna, Bubbles is such a sweetheart. We just
Oh yeah, sure.
just be cool. Okay,
No love songs.
I mean, I think the way the karaoke works is you get to pick. I'm pretty sure.
Can we make a theme that doesn't involve love songs?
Well, I'm not really. I'm not in charge of that, but I figure that's not going to fly. But there's a lot of Disney song options if you want.
Show me Disney songs with love songs.
Well, but not all
Although
of them.
there is
There's
that great one about singing to a frog.
So you can sing to a frog. That's pretty
Love
cool.
that
It's pretty
movie.
tight. I like communicating, with the natural world, and that's cool. That's really good. Yeah. That's like what I'm all about. Like, and he like lifts his hand and is like, look, these are made of pure hemp. This is just hemp right here.
I'm gonna ask you something, Jen.
Yes.
When was the last time I saw him do something that might endanger the environment?
He tries to be pretty good with the environment. If anybody in the camp would like lead a nature hike or something like that, it would be him. Sometimes he gets a little too enthusiastic about something that he finds out in the woods and kind of tramps off the trail without like really paying attention. So like his enthusiasm for nature can sometimes actually be like a detriment. But for the most part, if you had to pick a counselor who was like outstanding in that, it would be Otter.
I mean, Otter, dude, something. I was thinking that we could start a litter drive, because I noticed some of the banks around here are getting a bit clogged up, and I don't like it. Do you like it? I'm gonna.
No, man. I think it's way uncool. We could make that like one of the team competitions.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I will propose that at our next counselor meeting with the director, and we can totally do that. That's tight. That's fantastic. Okay.
Hey, Otter.
We'll do that.
And I this time I'm intending to tantalize someone.
Okay.
2
All
hands
right.
on either side. You rock, man. Well, that works.
What did you roll?
That is a 8.
An 8. Okay. So either you get a string on them, or okay, I'm gonna make a choice.
They choose.
I think you get a string.
I'm down with that because I feel like that's all I really want.
What's Otter's pronouns?
He, him.
Okay, I just want to know if we had a they, them, Otter, bro as part of our.
I will go for they, them, Otter, bro. I'm way up for that.
I'm kind of like getting demi-male vibes off of him.
Yeah,
I'm thinking he, they.
I'm going with that. That's fantastic. I love it. But like this is the first year he's done that. Like he's a little tentative about it. Yeah. And he like, you can just see like, I don't know if any of y'all have like worked with children, and there's that moment where you're like, I'm connecting. that's that feeling. Like you are like that kid that he's connecting with. This is why he's at camp.
Oh, actually, I got you something. So once upon a time, back when we first met for orientation, I pulled out these really battered enamel pins, and I gave one to Maisie, and I kept one for myself. Maisie's got an ask me, I got a he him, but there is a he they in this weird assortment of slightly chipped, discarded enamel pins I found on the side of the road in Rivers.
You are an amazing young person. Just you're gonna change the world, you know that? You're gonna change the world.
And I'd say that you're already changing it for an adult.
He takes the pin, but I'd like you to roll with dark, please.
Dark?
What?
Yay!
Shadow pronouns unlocked.
7.
7. Yeah, that changed the world thing. Like you have that feeling of like the river almost dissolving, and now you have a feeling of it like reforming into something else, something that gives you a chill up your spine when he says you're going to change the world. And it feels almost like two voices speaking at once, his and an older woman's voice echoing, and it's a little bit jolting. And while you're in the middle of that, he's like, and just so you know, like, there's going to be something cool tonight. We got something cool planned. You guys are going to have fun, but I just want to give you a heads up. Like, it's going to be cool, but like, maybe don't dress in your pajamas tonight when you go to bed.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
Hey, Otter.
Yeah.
So I have to go to this karaoke thing?
You gotta go. You gotta do it. You gotta do
If I
it.
go, will you buy me alcohol? Those are my terms.
Ray, I love you so much.
I would lose my job
If someone finds out.
I mean, okay. Look, drinking limits are a tool of a controlling state. I mean, it's the nanny state.
Don't know what words you just said. Don't get it. Yes or no question. I'm Otter, and I'm gonna kind of throw my arm around him in a very awkward way. Jade does not typically do that. And say, listen, you trust me. Have I ever gotten in trouble? Or gotten you in trouble?
I mean, not yet.
Great.
Maybe
so innocent until proven guilty. You should do this for me because it'll help me get in camp spirit. You want camp spirit, yes?
I mean, and he kind of glances over at Tam.
All I'm going to say is, I think you're the cool camp counselor. I'm going to spend that string to give them...
Zoe,
a
your daughter
cool
got fired.
counselor.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you see their eyes sort of light up when you say cool counselor, and he's like, okay, like, yeah, I just I'll get you something.
You're the best, Otter. You're the coolest. You're the reason I'm at camp, Otter. You inspire me to do camp things and do them better than I would otherwise.
They look like they're about to cry.
Oh, I don't do well with emotions. All right, you get me anything you can. I will go to this karaoke thing.
All right. So like
Spirity.
A few hours later, you get like bottom shelf wine and bottom shelf whiskey sort of like handed over to you. And karaoke night is in the cafeteria. The cafeteria has sort of been, all the tables have been cleared out. There's a big like, the roll down screens, like the white roll down screens for like projecting a movie on.
Projector screen.
Yeah. So there's like a whole projector thing, and it's like a setup that's probably like 15 years old. Like it's the counselor who tries to get it going, like it takes about 20 minutes to like really get it working. But it works. What do y'all do at karaoke night?
I think I do something no one's expecting of me. I go to... No, I don't. I'm going to hang out with Jade See,
guess
I've
what?
noticed.
I am
Alright.
there too, though.
Oh, before you even get,
I assume, unless anybody objects, I assume that you are all there.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I walk with Jade for a little bit before even karaoke starts, so I get some private time, and I'm like,
Oh.
you know, I mean, Angel is pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is he? What's his? You know, what's his deal?
Don't know what you mean by that. He likes to shitpost. Really awkward. Less awkward online, but like awkward in a cool way. Awkward in an embarrassing way in person, though.
I don't do online. I don't even
Well, you
know.
might have a hard time with Angel then. Do you? Any internet culture in your conscious?
I mean, I think we're all interconnected in a food web. Does that count?
No, not at all. But I mean, maybe that'd be good for Angel. Maybe
Listen, you
get with someone more spiritual, less.
got something special about you, right? I got something special about me. Snakes has got something special about her. You catching what I'm saying? Is Angel like that? Special?
Special. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Special guy doing special things.
Jade has been
your
here
phone
before.
rings. Your phone buzzes, and it's an irreverent shitpost.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at him and be like, yeah, he's real special. Yeah, he's
It's
one of the magical ones.
it's a meme with a bunch of emojis, and it's like, what do they call it? Attention deficit disorder. If I have an excess of stupid thoughts.
Oh my
God.
god, Pablo!
Okay,
I love you so much. Okay.
Jade was here last year, right?
Yeah, I was here for 1 year.
Jade, I know you're a witch.
Huh?
Oh,
Don't.
you magical woo-woo.
I'm getting a call. Like,
I'm also
sounds from my pocket.
something. That's what I mean by special.
I don't know what's happening. I'm not into your moist, wet vibes. I gotta. This is not.
It's not. I'm not being moist. And wait, do people really say that about me?
Maisie is late, but Maisie's late because you said this is like evening, sort of late evening happening, right?
Oh yeah, it's after sundown.
Yeah, so the only way that I can come out is if I raise the alarm, which is like if somebody comes near me, and normally that's Tam, and Tam didn't come get me, so they're like kind of stuck for a while. So when they finally do show up, it's like a little later than what they normally would be. So you've just sort of been floundering. They kind of show up and they're kind of like dragging a foot a little bit, but like as they go through the crowd, they like stretch out, and then they're just next to you. What the hell, man?
People call me moist and wet.
Yeah. So I'm not what you think I am.
Maisie's Wendy.
Punch, like.
And I'm gonna check the bottle of wine in my backpack, make sure it's still corked, and I'm gonna say, okay.
No. Go walk around the campus right now. You won't find Wendy because this is Wendy. The same tattoo. Like, it's really hard to explain what I am. I'm not gonna bother trying. Right? You see my point?
Do I think, I don't know if there's like a role in MonsterHearts business, but do I think Tam is being earnest, or do you just think Tam is high? Like, do I get any vibes from Tam one way or another?
Make a high.
I'm gonna let you decide that as a character choice.
Okay. Okay, well, so you are the mermaid thing,
Siren. Are we really doing this right now?
She's a witch.
I'm not, but...
Well, I mean, duh. I saw the ritual last year.
No.
I didn't think we were doing that.
My point is that I'm just wondering, because like they hang out a lot, and I'm wondering if Angel's like a thing.
You did it right under me.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh yeah. Sorry.
To be fair.
You got me there.
Did that work, by the way?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was sick. It was pretty cool.
Okay. I'm wondering.
But
if
we
angels...
get. What?
I'm just wondering if Angel's like us, because I gotta know if he's gonna be
Oh
threatening.
my gosh, you're still on about Angel.
I can't. His eyes are really pretty.
Tam, we can't do this.
Angel's totally into you. You don't have to do your eyes are blue like the sea. You can just.
I mean, I would call them more like.
Daisy's nightmare just now.
I'm kind of more like associating it with, you know, like they shine like a pebble from the lake.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to. Listen, Angel is just awkward. And here, do you?
Jade, is he human?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
There you go.
There's no secret. He doesn't work for like a demon or go swimming in the river.
And Jade's gonna let out a really guttural
Werewolf.
laugh. Be like, no, I mean, I think he thinks he does as like a metaphor joke sometimes, but like, no, he's not. We've been friends for a while. I would know. Just listen, if you want to connect with Angel, just get a phone, learn some culture, and then just approach him. You don't have to do poetic shit. He'll find it already very charming. Just
So like
talk to
not a
him.
werewolf, not bitten by a radioactive spider.
Not a werewolf, no.
A spider.
That's a thing I read in a comic book.
I can see spider. Maybe,
See?
if that's what you think. Maybe it's a
But
spider.
I mean, at the end of camp, he's gonna be gone, so it's not really anything we should really focus on if he's not gonna come back.
I mean, maybe he'll stick around for a while.
Listen,
They all
just
stick around for a
just
while.
talk to him. Do you want me to do you need my help
Yes.
talking to him?
Yes,
All
thank
right.
God.
And at this moment,
Yeah.
How do I suck at
at
this
this
so
moment,
bad?
there is a tap, tap, tap on the microphone, and Snapdragon is up there. And like, okay, like, coming up, my favorite camper in the whole wide world's gonna serenade us, Serena from Sports Camp. All right, come on up to the stage, girl. Come on up.
Serena!
So Serena just walks up to the stage and grabs the mic and looks over at number 25, please.
And there's some like, okay, got it. And the counselor's like trying to figure things out. There's like a kind of awkward pause where the microphone makes one of those, you know, bad mic noises. And then there's like quiet as people sort of whisper like, oh, it's the team captain. Okay, let's hear.
You are my fire. One desire. She looks at Justin the whole time.
And Justin is listening raptly.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Little miss.
And this is the
Tell me
soundtrack to
why.
Maisie, like
I love this so much. He is blushing and like kind of going with it, and you can tell he's eye contact with you, but then shy, but then like eye contact, but then shy, and this is effective. And Percy and Gabby are like talking in the corner. I'm like with the singing, and then Percy's like, you can kind of overhear, I got the next one. When you finish the song, what do you do?
I just kind of step away and I go, thanks. And I leave.
That's the right way to end karaoke. That's the right way.
Yes.
That's just her first song of the night.
Yeah. And as you come into the audience, you notice that James is just Justin. He's Justin James, okay? Like, is his middle name, and he like
name is
switches
JJ.
it around.
JJ.
JJ. It's gonna be JJ forever now. Has disappeared from the audience. And Percy storms up onto the stage with some regained swagger, and he taps on the mic and he goes, "Hit it." This song is dedicated to two campers who don't always feel like they need to pay a lot of attention to who's listening to their conversations, which I respect. Tam, Angel, this is dedicated to the two of you.
Oh,
And he starts to sing "Tainted Love."
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
And the crowd of campers like clearly don't really know like how to take it, but they're like kind of buzzing and like looking around for the both of you.
I missed like the whole last 30 seconds because my internet froze. So it's like two campers dedicated to, and then I missed.
Oh no! Dedicated to Tam and Angel, and it's "Tainted Love."
I don't know how to react to this.
Yep, me neither. It's this. This is how it is. This is the reaction.
Letting them do that, Zoe's immediately gonna go to Jade, be like, "Is this the bad friendship singing?"
This is actually on the scale of singing. This is up there on the okay side. This is good friendship singing.
Why do they look so pained?
Ooh, those two chocolate fucks. They're just having some emotions, and yeah.
Those
And
are
Jade's gonna take a
dangerous.
swig from her wine bottle out of her backpack.
Jade, you get a text message from me that says, "I fucked up really badly. I signed up to sing the next song. Please sing help."
And I'm gonna text just back, I have alcohol.
There isn't enough to save
You're
me.
just running. You just running towards me.
I text you back, there isn't enough to save me.
And I'll respond, "R.I.P. It's been nice knowing you."
Maisie.
Is that wine?
Me? Are you talking to me or not?
Is that wine?
Yeah.
Maisie.
Would you like some?
Yes.
Have you ever drank before?
Yes. At rituals.
What kind of rituals? What is spin the bottle? Is not a...
No.
It's ritualistic in American teenhood, but I'm not sure.
Family religious things.
Oh, like if you drink with your family, yeah. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
on special ritual occasions with the family, there's wine sometimes as part of the ritual.
Okay. Well, as long as you know your limits, I don't want you to be responsible for you not being okay. Okay, and she's gonna grab it out of her bag and hand it to you. I don't have cups. Otto didn't get me cups, but you know, you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Yes.
First of all, I'm surprised that it's in a bottle. Like, I'm assuming that this is in a box.
That'd be so cumbersome because you'd have to squirt it. Wait, can we retcon it? That's absolutely what it is. It's a box wine that Jen
100%
squirting into her mouth.
Yes.
Don't be silly. Don't be silly. We don't have to keep it in the box. We just take the bladder out.
Okay.
I hand you the box then.
Zoe's gonna like look around and then sort of like hunch down on the bench next to you so much that she's like almost she's gonna leave the box sitting on the bench seat next to you and then is gonna like slither under the table and put her head up and under
Actually pretty efficient. Okay.
and hit the button.
Amazing.
The gravity's helping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I don't do this kind of thing without the magic box. it's not my kind of space. I'm surprised you're here. Isn't this like, I don't know, you seem to be overwhelmed by big groups of people. Are you chill right now?
I'm adapting.
Commendable. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, adapting's good.
Will you help me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll sign up for a song, the two of us.
Oh God, no.
Bye.
Oh no. No, I
And she
don't.
runs away from you.
No. And Jane's gonna kind of stumble backwards and be like, anything else I can do to help you? We can, what was it? Friendship hand, any other friendship thing that's not friendship singing.
Oh, so you want to dance in the background?
Yes, I would love to dance in the background. I got you. Great dancer.
I accept the support. Thank you.
Okay, good. Let's go. And I'm gonna grab Zoe's hand and kind of stumble into the crowd.
And the next song up
Before
is
that, can I have a moment
yes.
where I'm just like, Maisie, is this really happening right now?
Is what really happening right now?
Are
The
they
ending of
seriously
my
singing
world?
This song about. Oh God, this is the most embarrassed I've ever been since. No, this is the most embarrassed I've ever been.
Yeah, because you don't get embarrassed. We don't do this.
In 7 centuries.
It's okay. It's okay. I got this. I got the song after the next one.
What song?
The usual one.
Oh, thank goodness. So we're gonna do our song, right?
Maisie, it's our song. Why wouldn't we do it?
Okay. My world's not ending. I'm just overreacting. Silly me. They like knock on their head and you hear them look. Oh, they silly me.
How are you overreacting to this?
I'm not
Angel
overreacting. You're overreacting.
That's-
Angel taps the mic and just mumbles, I guess this one goes out to Tam. And then begins to belt this out. And the problem here is bad karaoke is bad karaoke.
Yeah.
Right. But Angel experienced the voice drop only a few months, maybe like 6 months ago. And so he has not had time to hone the instrument into the masterful, into the pipes. Does not have the artisanship. But he doesn't know that. And that's the painful earnestness, I think, is worse than the sheer out of tuneness of the song that comes out. And I'm gonna try and put some respectful distance between myself and the microphone.
Oh, no.
As he is just like, direct to a stranger, you know in the end.
Can I take out my phone and record this, please?
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the right words to say. You know they don't sound the way I
I'm like
planned
recording.
them.
I know. Basically like, woo!
I promise you. And it goes on like that for 2.5 minutes, and he just doesn't know how bad it is.
I take it back. This is the most embarrassed I've ever been.
It is so quiet in this cafeteria.
Angel gives himself 3 claps and then runs away.
You get a couple
Where's
scattered.
the Angel? Ah!
Serena,
Good work, friend.
That was great friendship singing.
you noticed that one of the people doing like the sort of clap is JJ, who's now taken a seat next to you without making any eye contact.
Hey everyone. That was fun. I've never had 2 songs sung about me in a row.
Ooh, yay.
But we got a tradition here.
Woo!
Maisie, I got a question for my best friend.
Ooh, what is it?
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Hit it. What should we do? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
She just makes up things every time you do the song. And it's different every time you do it. So, but you have to stop them after a while because you can tell they get stuck in it. Like throw them overboard and then you eat them with the sharks and then you go into the
Heave him by the leg in a run and bowling. Heave him by the leg in a run and bowling. Heave him by the leg with the run and bowling. We're actually not bad, I don't think, but we're singing at different tempos and slightly different keys.
I'm having too much fun fingers trying to like serenade Angel at this point.
Yeah, I look Angel in the eye and I sing Drunken Sailor to him as a serenade. That's happening, sure.
I'm trying to figure out why we're not like looping arms and dancing in a circle like normal. Like,
I catch on like a split second. This is our song, so I catch on a split second later and swing her.
What is Angel doing, and how is Angel feeling while this is happening?
Angel is sitting next to Jade, clutching her arm, and has taken out the bag of wine and just sort of like has poured it. Most of it is just falling off their face, and they just grab like a napkin, just like eyes, not taking his eyes off of Tam for even a moment, just sort of like dries off the.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy? And I'm gonna try to pat your head, but I'm gonna probably miss.
Ask me again in 6 months.
All right, so you're doing pretty average. Got you. And I'm gonna say, Zoe, have you ever been in love and sad?
Sad
at the same time. Yeah, at the same time. No, one at the time. Both at the same time.
Sad because the things you love are harmful, or sad because you are in pain?
Yes.
Yeah, we can work with that. It's sad boy hours. Welcome to the club, and I'm gonna put my arm around Zoe and kind of sway with both of them.
I was gonna like snake a little arm out and trying to reach Angel's head again and just like give it a little pat down to make sure that she didn't miss the crack last time.
Right, but Angel thinks that you're onto him and you're trying to feel for his horns.
Oh.
And
Whoa.
I think what happens is like there's just a little bit of just kind of like an anxiety response. And he lets them poke out just a little bit, and you feel just like a little, and then they crawl back in. And he is just like, "Hey, not the forehead, please. Not they're on the side of his head, not that part of my head."
Sorry.
Just a couple of sad boys, and I'm like forcibly making you all move with me.
Yep.
Serena, while Drunken Sailor is going, JJ is next to you. JJ, the like orchestra star, is like not just clapping, he's like kind of like doing like a whole thing and like occasionally looking at you, like clearly trying to like show off a little bit.
Ham boning.
I give him a thumbs up.
Skips a beat for a second and then like does it like gets a little bit more into it. Yeah, just a little bit more into it. Do Jade and Zoe have a song? Oh no, they dance in the background.
We dance in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, Zoe can still go up, but Jade will physically resist and may get violent.
Just because I'm a terrible human, I do want to say before this ends that the way this ends is with Tam sweatier than he should be, in a shirt that's clinging too tightly to like straight up to the underneath of his pectoral muscles.
Nice.
I was
I had
distracted
to.
from Justin from a hot second.
I had to take off my shirt because I covered it in wine and it stains a lot. So I've taken out my sweatshirt that I brought in case it was going to be a cold evening, And this is the sweatshirt that says Azamar in the streets on the front and
Right.
Tiefling in the sheets on the back.
Uh-huh.
But also, I am way too sweaty now.
We're all
Um,
sweaty.
In the middle of this too, Justin is gonna roll to tantalize Serena,
Still has to keep his cool.
and rolls double ones.
Oh, poor lad.
So it's not even just that, like, it's awkward,
Mhm.
but like, he's trying too hard. It's weirding you out. He's trying a little bit too hard.
I'm gonna just kind of look around and be like, I'm gonna go see my friends, JJ. And
Okay.
which is a weird thing for her to say, so he knows it's an excuse.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And because he rolled double ones, as you walk away, like,
Uh-huh.
you kind of see him sort of glance around like he's checking to see who saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see that by any chance?
Sure.
And I'm gonna yell over to him, hey, I think we have another sad boy!
He just
And I'm gonna try to shuffle Angel and Zoe over with me.
and he, like, almost echoing exactly Serena's words, like, I gotta go see some of my
Okay.
friends.
You can be a sad boy somewhere else. It's all right. We'll be here when you need support.
So
And I'm
karaoke
actually
night.
walking over to Jade, and I'm just gonna look and be like, is that a bag of wine?
No, it's blood.
Oh.
Is that better or worse? You decide.
Whose blood did you get for this one?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I pick it up and I drink from it a little bit.
Are you sure it's blood?
Angel, I'm
It's not.
joking.
Doesn't taste right.
I'm gonna slowly let my arms down. All right, every sad boy for himself.
That should be the title of this episode, really. Every sad boy for himself. Okay, karaoke night ends with a number of folks having drunk a number of box wines and bottom of the shelf whiskeys. Y'all can decide for yourselves how inebriated you might be. You all return to your cabins, get dressed and wash up for the night. Tam, really quick, do you take Otter's advice?
My sweat is shirt.
Yeah.
My shirt is soaked, so I do take that off. But I go to bed in my my excessively tight jean shorts. Go ahead.
All right, awesome.
Thanks for that.
In the middle of the
Welcome.
night, in each of your cabins, as you start to drift off to sleep, you see flashlights moving around and laughter, and adult laughter. This is the laughter of the counselors. And they flick the light, they shine the flashlights in your faces and flick the lights on, and they go, all right, surprise, team challenge.
Wow,
Come
I
on,
hate
come on,
this.
come on.
Thanks,
And
I hate
they gather everybody to the flagpole in their pajamas.
Will
And
we get
say,
midnight breakfast out of this?
depends on how well you do.
Okay, I'm in.
Everyone's blindfolded. And has anybody done a trust hike before?
A trust hike?
Oh god,
Trust
yeah.
hike.
Fall. That sounds
Terrible.
horrendous.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
in a trust hike, everyone is blindfolded in the dark with hands on each other's shoulders. The counselor is in the front with a flashlight and slowly leads you into the woods while you must like follow each other's, right? And Serena, guess who's in front of you? That would be JJ. Jade, it's May who's between you and Zoe, because let's get metaphorical right now.
Hate you, Jen.
Angel, Tam, come on. Of course you're next to one another.
Tim's touching my shoulders because my shoulders are bare.
Angel is touching your shoulders.
Yeah, Angel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm touching my own shoulders.
Yes, there you go, like, oh yeah.
I'll guide myself.
I'm my own best friend. I don't need you.
No, Angel's touching my shoulders. It's great.
Yeah. So uncomfortably and awkwardly, you are led through the woods, and there are some like kind of pleasant things about it in the sense that everyone is led in different directions. So it's all you. You can hear the sounds of the woods. You can hear the water in the distance rushing. There's some peacefulness about it in the midst of the awkwardness. But eventually, after what feels like a pretty long time, your blindfolds are removed. You circle up. You see Snapdragon and says, okay, here's the challenge. If you want breakfast, better find your way back to camp. See you later. And that is where we will end.
Ah, Jen! You're so good at this.
I don't want this session to end right now.
Neither. I'm ready to go through the woods.
Right now, ever.
She is drunk off her ass. I'm so ready for the scene. Yes.
I've played this game before.
I was so pleased when y'all decided to get drunk that night.
I'm sorry about that.
Hell yeah! MonsterHearts! All right, let's go. I'm just gonna say names because I don't know what order we're in actually on the overlay, but let's go around the circle and say your name, where people can find you, and I loved most embarrassing moment. Let's go with like the most embarrassing moment you had up to camp, before camp. Your character, obviously, not you. I mean, you can give you, but like I meant your character. So name, where we can find you, and your character's most embarrassing moment prior to coming to camp. I'm gonna go clockwise on my screen. So Rachel, you're first.
Yeah, hi, I'm Rachel, but you can call me Ray. You can find me at Twitter at _Raybird_ or on Twitch at Ray's Retros. Typically, I stream right after this game here on my channel, but I don't have my stuff because I'm moving. But in the future, if you want to watch me drink wine and play retro games from my childhood, you can follow me over there. If you want to, like, I typically like decompress about the session during that stream. So if you want to see that, come hang out with me there. Yeah, it's fun. I impose my feelings about this game on my chat, whether or not they like it or not.
Ray, that means that there can be a hypothetical session if we plan it ahead of time, where I come through right after MonsterHearts.
Oh, yes. I love that. I love that. What are the other things? Most embarrassing moment?
Yeah, Jade's most embarrassing moment prior to camp.
Jade probably left her phone open and unlocked on her desk in high school. And that's probably all I need to say about that. It probably had some gay-ass Tumblr threads open and wasn't prepared for her classmates to find out. It's probably where...
Or her teacher to take the phone.
Yeah. That's the best I can think of.
Send messages, I'll just read them out loud.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was probably something like that. Yeah. It was probably like, this doesn't look like research, ma'am, and started to read that in front of class. Something horrendous like that.
Sally has the most beautiful eyes, and I love her hair. I don't know if I want to be her or want to be... Oh!
Get out of my head! God damn it.
Hey, let's go to Rosie. Name, who you are, where we can find you, and Serena's most embarrassing moment prior to camp.
I'm Rosie Raid or Valdrianth, everyone on the internet, Twitch, Twitter, and the TikTok.
You're very quiet.
Ah, man. Mike, fucking work. Okay. It does this with Zoom for some reason. So, like I was saying, I am Valdrianth on the internet. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at Valdrianth. I produce TTRPG streams for me and my friends, partly on my channel. I run an Animorphs game on Wednesday evenings. They have decided that they're going to break into a hospital soon. I'm not sure. On Thursdays, we have a Forged in the Dark skin called Nightmares of the Frontier, which is like this weird fantasy western thing. Eldricor, I don't know, we made it up. And then on Saturday mornings, we have an all-fam Amberwind campaign called The Ghost of Axia. And then I'm back here. But also, if you want to run a game, I'm going to have spaces this fall. So just slide into my DMs. I got a form for you to fill out. That's me. Oh, but, okay. So, Serena's most embarrassing moment before camp is that she sneezed and farted at the same time once.
Okay.
She started.
Have you seen how she acts? She's clearly not okay.
Her body took a screenshot in that moment.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's go to Noordin Ali.
Hey. My name is Noordin Ali. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me online at Werewolf Feels on the Twitter. I do a lot. Everything from writing tabletop games to playing tabletop games on stream. Also, I organize stuff because I don't know when to stop. There's some big things along the way, but I can't announce them yet. So you just got to follow me to find out more. It's true. It's true. It's a secret, but it's true. And as for what Tam's most embarrassing, it's definitely the time he came out of the river. Most of the campers had gone home. It was at the end of last year, and he was like, Tam doesn't really wear clothes most of the time because he's a river monster. He doesn't. Anyway, he came out of the river once, dripping wet. Half of his body in very attractive areas were full on scaled, and his gills were showing, and some people actually did see him and thought he had a skin condition.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a bit embarrassing.
Like someone's like, I have a lotion for that. Like
For all of that.
you need, yeah, for that. Yeah, definitely. There's like a particularly snarky camper, kind of known for like, oh honey, oh that outfit.
There was one person who saw The Shape of Water who just blushed very hard and ran away.
Take a string on Serena.
It already does.
Great. Okay, let's go to Pablo.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pablo. You can find me at Tender_ideas. Got my poetry on Instagram. Got tabletop stuff on Twitter. I play every Saturday night on El Wadios' stream. Some pre-Hispanic, Latin American folklore-inspired D&D in Spanish, where I do my best to be the foreign friend who is dishing out a nonstop stream of high-effort, low-payoff jokes that aren't funny. That's the brand. That's where I'm at. You can see me doing that very comfortably and not awkwardly at all. Saturday evenings. Most embarrassing thing for Angel, I think, was shortly after Ray had that one experience and then heard about it from her. Angel had an experience where he thought that he had done the same thing. He had left his phone open. There was some Good Omens fan fiction at school. He tried very hard to explain to the teacher that this thing that he had written was not sexual in any way. And after the explanation, he realized that this was one of the ones he had written in Spanish, and the teacher didn't even know what it was.
That's fucking iconic. I love that so much.
Awesome. Okay, Bunz, your turn.
Hey everybody, I'm a Bunz. Just a reminder, my pronouns are they, she, and you can find me on Twitter at honeybuns, and you can find me on Twitch at battlescarbunny, where soon I will be hurting myself by playing what is that? No, the game it just flew away from my whole life. No, I'm just gonna call it Sea of Feels until I remember what the heck it's actually called. It's this cute little indie game where you just like literally play through depression. It's not like I want to feel anything. Don't worry about it. Just come watch me cry.
I love indie games about depression.
Yes,
Love it. They're all about it.
Is there an indie game that's not secretly about depression? If you say yes, you're lying. Other than that, that's I will be doing podcasts coming up soon. The dates are still a little bit up in the air. So Soon you might be able to hear my dulcet tones not be a giggly, bubbly mess. Who knows? Any other way you guys want to hang out with me can be on Magpie Games, signing up for one of my mass games. I also run PBTA games.
Macy's most embarrassing moment prior to this year camp.
I was thinking about it, and I think it's earlier last session they mentioned that they used to have another tattoo, but they think they got it sanded off, and then Tam stopped them because they would have to explain why they got something sanded. But the reason that it had to be sanded off because they thought it was just a really fun, cool tattoo of a rocket.
Oh.
because it wasn't graffitied on them in that form. It was because of some jerks when they were sunbathing did that with the suntan lotion, and so it was ingrained in the wood, and it ended up having to be like completely sanded down and re-varnished and furnished. And it's like, so I had this like really embarrassed. It's like when people have like the tattoo removals, but you still see like the lasered outline, and it's totally like a tramp stamp too.
That's so good.
It's like,
That's so good.
this is really embarrassing tattoo I had.
Okay.
Hello, I have been and continue to be guilty. Thank you again, Jen, for running amazing games for us. If y'all can't get enough MonsterHearts and you need more in your life, this Tuesday I am running my monthly session of MonsterHearts over on my channel. It's gonna be Tuesday night at like 7-ish p.m. Pacific, and yeah, fun players over there. You can find me everywhere at Guilty Cosplay. And Zoe's most embarrassing moment up until now definitely involves her cousin Lisa, who's like the favorite of the family. And one of the only CDs that Zoe had in her childhood, which is like something she like snuck out of the library with her once, was like, now that's what I call music 55 or something. But Lisa walked in on her like hairbrush singing all of the songs, and then spread the story at family dinner, just like mortified her and got her CD taken away. So
Yeah. Oh, Zoe. So sweet and so tragic. Well, I am Jen, aka Jen Quixote. You can find me on Twitter at Quixote Jen. I talk about role playing. I also talk about cancer survivorship and just disability rights and the medical system. So if either of those interest you, feel free to come and follow me. And you can see me on Tuesday at 4:30 Pacific, I think. Check my Twitter about that. I'm going to be on Graham Cracker's channel, and we're doing D&D, and I'm playing a big old awkward furbulb who doesn't know how to handle how much taller she is than everybody else around her, and who also like is a beekeeper and makes honey for everybody and has a fire bee. So that's what you can come see, and then I will be here next week and every week for 5 weeks as we continue to have our summer camp. I want to give like special thanks both to I want to thank Ava for like the most beautifully produced, like, oh my gosh, I just am so in love with the way that this has been produced. And also to my intermittent co-DM, Chris, and they were the one who picked Legally Blonde as the musical for camp, and just such a wonderful person to reflect with and plan with. And I owe so much of what I do as a GM to them. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I just thank you all of these wonderful players who just delight me on a weekly basis. And I will see y'all next week.